Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into the top 10 most mind-blowing psychology facts. Things that'll make you question everything you thought you knew about yourself. We're talking subconscious secrets, memory tricks, even the illusion of free will. So buckle up, because by the time we're done, you'll never look at yourself or other people the same way again. Let's get started. Let's kick things off with a real head-scratcher. Your brain, the organ that processes all pain signals, can't actually feel pain itself. Think about it. You stub your toe, your brain gets the message "ow" loud and clear, but the brain itself doesn't feel a thing. This is why brain surgery can sometimes be done while the patient is awake. They can be chatting away with the surgeons while their brain is being worked on. Now, this doesn't mean brain surgery is a walk in the park. There are still nerves and tissues around the brain that can transmit pain. So next time you get a headache, remember, it's not your brain hurting, it's the stuff around it sending out distress signals. We live in a world that glorifies multitasking, right? Juggling emails, phone calls, social media, all while trying to finish that report before the deadline. But I'm here to tell you, multitasking is a big, fat illusion. Your brain, as amazing as it is, can't actually focus on multiple tasks simultaneously. What it's really doing is rapidly switching between them. Each time you switch tasks, your brain has to reorient itself, refocus its attention, and that takes time and energy. The result, you end up doing each task less efficiently and more prone to errors. So next time you feel the urge to multitask, remember this: focus on one thing at a time, give it your full attention, and you'll be amazed at how much more you accomplish. Okay, get ready for this one. Up to 95% of your decisions, your actions, even your thoughts, originate not from your conscious mind, but from your subconscious. It's like having a secret co-pilot in your head, making most of the decisions without you even realizing it. Think about it. Have you ever driven home from work and realized you couldn't remember the drive itself? That's your subconscious taking over. This subconscious control isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's what allows us to do things like walk or ride a bike without having to consciously think about every movement. But it also means we're not always as in control as we think we are. Because the more we understand about how our subconscious works, the more we can start to make conscious choices that align with our true desires. Chapter 4. The doorway effect is real. Have you ever walked into a room only to completely forget why you went in there? It's a common experience that can be both amusing and frustrating. You know, you're in the kitchen, suddenly you need something from the bedroom. You walk in, and your mind goes blank. It's like your brain just hit the reset button. Don't worry, you're not alone. This phenomenon is something many people experience regularly. It's called the doorway effect, and it happens to the best of us. This quirky brain behavior has intrigued scientists for years. It's like our brains have this weird quirk where they treat doorways like event horizons. Crossing a threshold seems to signal our brain to reset. You cross that threshold and boom, your short-term memory gets a soft reset. It's as if your brain is saying, new room, new rules. Scientists think it might be because our brains are wired to compartmentalize information based on location. This helps us manage and organize our thoughts more efficiently. So you walk through a doorway, your brain thinks new environment, time to clear the cache. It's a way to keep our minds from getting overloaded with information. And poof, there goes your recollection of why you're there in the first place. It's a fascinating glimpse into how our brains function. Next time you space out after walking through a door, don't get too frustrated. It's just your brain doing its job, albeit in a peculiar way. Just take a moment to appreciate the strange and wonderful workings of your own brain. It's a reminder of the complexity and mystery of our cognitive processes. Chapter 5. Your memory plays tricks on you. We tend to think of our memories like video recordings, perfectly preserving every detail of the past. But the truth is, our memories are far more malleable, more prone to errors and distortions than we'd like to admit. Every time you recall a memory, you're not actually accessing the original event. You're accessing the last time you remembered it, and each time you do that, your brain can subtly tweak the details, adding things, removing things, all based on your current emotions, beliefs, and even the information you've been exposed to since then. This is why eyewitness testimony can be so unreliable. Our memories are not objective records of the past, but rather subjective interpretations, constantly being shaped and reshaped by our brains. Chapter 6. Social media's addictive design. Let's be honest, we've all fallen into the social media rabbit hole. It starts innocently enough, just a quick check to see what's new. You check your phone for a quick notification and suddenly an hour's gone by. You wonder where the time went. It's not a coincidence, my friends, it's by design. These platforms are meticulously crafted to capture and hold our attention. Social media platforms are engineered to be addictive, using psychological tricks to keep us scrolling. They employ teams of experts to make sure we stay hooked. One of the biggest culprits is something called variable rewards. This concept is borrowed from the world of gambling. Every time you refresh your feed, there's a chance of seeing something exciting, a funny meme, a hilarious video, a message from a friend, or a notification that someone has interacted with your content, a like on your latest post. These small rewards keep us coming back for more. It's like a slot machine in your pocket, constantly offering the promise of a dopamine hit. The unpredictability makes it even more compelling. But here's the thing, true connection, true happiness, it doesn't come from likes and followers. It's easy to forget this in the digital age. It comes from real-life interactions, from meaningful relationships, from spending quality time with loved ones, from experiences that enrich our lives, not just our feeds. So, let's put down our phones and look up at the world around us. Let's engage in the present moment and create memories that will last a lifetime. Chapter 7. We crave connection. Deep down, we're all social creatures. We crave connection like plants crave sunlight. It's hardwired into our DNA from millennia of living in tribes, where cooperation and community were essential for survival. And it's not just about feeling good. Social connection has tangible benefits for our physical and mental health. Studies have shown that strong social bonds can boost our immune system, reduce stress levels, even help us live longer. When we connect with others, our brains release oxytocin, often called the cuddle hormone, which promotes feelings of trust, empathy, and bonding. So make time for friends and family. Join a club, volunteer, have a conversation with a stranger. Every interaction, no matter how small, helps strengthen those social bonds and nourishes our innate need for connection. Chapter 8. The negativity bias is strong. Ever notice how negative experiences tend to stick with us longer than positive ones? It's like they have a special glue that keeps them in our minds. That's our old friend, the negativity bias, hard at work. This bias is deeply ingrained in our brains. It's our brain's way of keeping us safe by being hyper-aware of potential threats. This heightened awareness was essential for our ancestors. Think about it, for our ancestors, remembering where the danger lurked. The watering hole with the predator, the berry that caused illness, was crucial for survival. These memories help them avoid life-threatening situations, but in today's world, this negativity bias can sometimes work against us. Instead of protecting us, it can make us overly anxious and stressed. We dwell on criticism, ruminate on failures, and let negative thoughts overshadow positive experiences. This can affect our mental health and overall well-being. The good news is we can train our brains to focus on the positive. By practicing gratitude, we can shift our focus. Practicing gratitude, savoring joyful moments, and consciously challenging negative thoughts can help rewire our brains for optimism. These practices can create new neural pathways. Remember, we have the power to choose where we direct our attention. It's a skill we can develop with time and effort. So let's choose to focus on the good, the beautiful, and the awe-inspiring things life has to offer. By doing so, we can enhance our happiness and well-being. Chapter 9. Music and memory are intertwined. Music has this incredible power to transport us through time. A familiar melody can evoke vivid memories, bringing us back to a specific moment, a certain place, a feeling. This is because our brains process music and memory in closely related areas. When you hear a song you love, especially one associated with a strong emotional experience, your brain lights up like a Christmas tree. It triggers the release of dopamine, the feel-good hormone, and activates the hippocampus, the part of the brain responsible for memory formation. This is why certain songs can evoke such powerful emotions. They're not just sounds, they're time capsules carrying with them the full weight of our past experiences. Chapter 10. Your eyes don't tell the whole story, and finally the fact you've all been waiting for. You can't always trust what you see. Our eyes are amazing organs, but they can also be easily fooled. Optical illusions are a prime example, tricking our brains into perceiving things that aren't actually there. But it goes deeper than that. Our brains are constantly making assumptions about the world based on our past experiences and expectations. And sometimes those assumptions can lead to perceptual errors. We fill in the gaps, connect the dots, and create a narrative that may not always align with reality. This doesn't mean we should doubt everything we see, but it does highlight the importance of critical thinking, questioning our assumptions, and being open to different perspectives. Your mind is the ultimate universe, so there you have it. 10 mind-blowing psychology facts that give us a glimpse into the incredible complexity of the human brain. Which fact surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more mind-expanding content. And remember, the next time you look up at the stars, remember that you carry an entire universe within your own head. Keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep marveling at the wonders of the human mind.